I made a huge mistake with my social media, with my content marketing, and with my lead generation. In this video, I'm going to share with you that massive mistake and how you don't make the same mistake too. Because posting on social media all day long is wonderful. It's busy, it's overwhelming. It's even frustrating if you start paying too much attention to the likes, comments, and shares. But there's also a massive problem with posting on social media consistently. You must think about how you can turn your social media audience into database clients. People that you own their name, their number, and their email address. Because right at the very beginning of my journey, all I was doing was posting on social media. I was building audience, I was connecting with people, the followership was going up. But the mistake that I realize now that I didn't have sorted, because I didn't know what I didn't know back then, was how many of those clients did I actually miss out on with future business? Because social media has got busier, the feed has become faster, everybody's got 5,000 friends. And your goal with social media now is to use it almost like a fishing pond. Now, yes, we've got friends on there, yes, we've got family there, but I feel it is mostly a business opportunity. Because in that pond is lots of fish who potentially could be your customer and your client. But one day, let's say the sun's out and all of a sudden your pond has dried up because someone commented in your Facebook group and it gets closed. Because you say something in the sensitive world that we're currently living in where it means that your page gets shut down. You know, you only have to say a couple of things wrong on social media now, comment about the COVID and all of a sudden your page is gone. You know, you get shadow banned where you get blocked from the channel and you can't get back on. We've got 5,000 friends. That's your 5,000 audience disappeared. So here's the thing. Much like the fisherman who sits on the side of the pond waiting to catch a fish, you have to have a method of getting those people from social media into your database in the same way that the fisherman uses a rod to get people out of the pond and onto his hook. You need a hook. You need a way in which you can automate that process as well. So there's multiple different ways in which you can actually leverage your marketing. There's multiple different ways in which you can attract your ideal client from social media into your database. There's a thing called a lead magnet. There's a quiz. There's a free ebook. There's a gift. There's a check sheet. There's a cheat sheet. There's multiple different ways you can give something to your audience for free that is highly valuable and doesn't cost you any more time than the cost of creating it, but then you have an asset that works for you. Because unless you are building your business and building your database within your business, it's never going to be future-proof. Because at any point in time, Mark Zuckerberg can click his fingers, much like Thanos, and your page, your group, your channel can be completely shut down and lost. The world that we now live in is a data environment. You must own the person's name. You must own their contact details, albeit it could be just the email address, but the phone number provides a higher intent and a higher quality lead. Social media has brought around an era of so much information that most people don't just act off of the back of information. They like to build a relationship first. And this is exactly the circumstance that I've just gone through in my own life. My wife wanted a new sofa. She was on Instagram. She was searching online. She was looking at all these different ones, showing me so many different Instagram accounts of people's houses with sofas in their living rooms. I like this one, I like this color, I like this shape, blah, 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 blah. And that was all the research that was being done before we even got anywhere near a sofa shop. And then when she ideally wanted to take the next step in the buying cycle, it got to the point of reviewing testimonials. It got to the point of looking at what other people were saying about the purchases that they had made. Before then, eventually we walk into the social shop. Now that's a product-based business where you need to buy something. If you're a service-based business, a mortgage brokerage, an insurance brokerage,
then you need to have something that you can give to your customer that gives them an insane amount of value, that solves a pain or a problem for them, that makes them want to take action to work forward with you. And then once you get them into the email list, you give them that value, you give them the opportunity to take a next step with you, which could be a phone call, which could be a webinar, could be a series of emails that provides them with more educational, valuable content. And you stay in the mind's eye until they are ready to buy from you. Without adopting that process, your business is at risk. Because nobody else in particularly financial services, that's actually too much of a generalization. Not a lot of people in financial services have cottoned onto this idea yet. But that's going to change. And marketing is going to change. Right now, this is the opportunity to put this method into play. Right now, this is the best method to future-proof your business. Another 2, 3, 5 years, as the industry changes, as cryptocurrency comes in, as that more data becomes a point, AI starts to take over the world, we get taken over by Terminators, that's going to change the whole way in which you do this. But right now, the best bet is, how do you convert audience into leads? How do you get that data to make your business future-proof, to own it, so that you can build closer connections, so that you can have a predictable, repeatable, scalable marketing machine? Whether you want to put £1 in and get £5 out, whether you just need 1 lead a day, or whether you need 100 leads a day, the process and the method is still exactly the same. When you get it automated and structured and streamlined, you just spend more. When the machine works, the more you spend, the more it spits out. But you first of all need to build the machine. Now you might deem that, actually, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go and work with a marketing agency, and I'm going to give my whole brand and marketing and trust over to a company that I've never trusted before, that, do the same thing for 15 other mortgage or insurance brokers. Well, I tell you what would be worthwhile and what would be beneficial, and what changed my life and my business, was learning these basic principles myself. I've spent £100,000 learning this kind of stuff. And I teach it to my mentees for a fraction of that cost. Because when you put this into your business, it becomes future-proof. You don't even have to learn how to do it. I tell my mentees, go and recruit a marketing apprentice on £10,000 per year. Put them through my program, and we will train them, we will support them, we will coach them on how to implement this in your business, so you can focus on clients, conversations, and sales. Profitability will massively go up when you start taking control of your own marketing budgets, when you start generating your own leads. Now, you may think this is all about money. It's not. It's about not doing what I did for 10 years. In my first 10 years of business up until 2015, all I did was pay marketing agencies. All I was stressed, anxious, frustrated, because I was paying £20,000 on low quality leads to a third party company. The clients had no brand loyalty to me, and the company that I was paying was selling them to 3 other people. As soon as I started to understand the basic principles of marketing, I was able to take control of my profit line. I was able to make the business predictable. I was able to generate the required amount of leads that we've needed through each step of scaling since I got back to the mortgage industry in 2016. And I believe no matter where you are now, whether you are a complete beginner to social media and marketing, whether you're brilliant at social media but it's not predictable, much like working with referrals and recommendations, as soon as you make it predictable, you have the opportunity, if you want to build a completely future-proof business that could run without you, if you want it to. If you've enjoyed this one, then make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned for all the future videos and all the upcoming content that we are going to be bringing you. Come and hit me up on Instagram. I'm always connecting in the stories, always answering questions and commenting on posts. So it'd be great to connect with you there. Remember, now's the time to become pro.